Let me tell you why people who ghosted you come back. Critical questions you must ask if you choose to engage with them, and the best way to respond to the whole ghosting phenomenon. Most people experience ghosting in their lifetime. You meet someone you really like either online or in person. You may even go for a date together, and then all you hear after that is silence. All your attempts to get through to them fail. You can't seem to understand why this person seems to have fallen off the surface of the earth. You thought you had the chemistry, but now it's become apparent that you were delusional. After that painful realization, you decided to pick up the pieces, forget them, and move on. And now they're back on your phone and in your DM seeking your attention. What you do at this point in time is very important, and that's why you need to stay with me on this video. Welcome back. My name is Jessica. So ghosting is when someone you're seeing stops communicating with you without formally ending things or explaining why. This can take many different shapes and forms, right? Some ghosts will slowly start to give you shorter and shorter responses until reaching out to them no longer feels worth it. And some will just vanish into thin air, ceasing to respond or get in touch with you entirely. Now, whether the person you're thinking of is a former girlfriend, a boyfriend, or a bestie, you want to know why they ghosted. You want to know why they suddenly backed off and didn't want to spend time with you again. And most importantly, should you give them a second chance now that they're back in your life? So here are a few things I think you should keep in mind. You're not obligated to enable their thoughtlessness and entitled behavior. Real friends don't ghost you and then come back when they need or want something, and no one is 100% reliable. But ghosters are at the low end of the spectrum. So let's highlight some reasons why people who ghost you actually tend to come back. Number one is they want attention, right? They're feeling less popular wherever they went or less welcome in their circles, and they figured, well, they can still get some mileage out of the time that they spent with you. You like attention, they like attention. Now, if only they can just get you to respond to their super positive and affirming text messages, they could have you eating out the palm of their hand one more time. Number two, they noticed you're moving on and they don't like it. Maybe they noticed your latest IG pictures, right? And want to know who you're looking so awfully cozy with. So they pop up with a friendly, flattering message. Ghosters who see you as backup won't like to see you moving on and being happy with someone else. If they're not 100% done with you, they expect you to remain alone and desperate. Number three, they want to prove you're theirs for the taking. They've left their mark on you, right? So in their mind, they don't see how you could possibly refer or want anybody else than them. Anytime they want, they can just jerk your chain and you'll be ready to serve them again. At least that's what they think. Number four, they're bored and there's no one else available. They've got nothing exciting going on and no one else is available to hang with, or they're bored of their current social circle and they remembered that they had some fun with you, back in the day and bailed. They figured, well, why not try to get more of, that if you're willing to give them? They might have ghosted you too soon, or maybe they shouldn't have ghosted you at all. Time will tell. First, they need to convince you that they're your best shot at having a good time. Number five, they're going through something and they're looking to you for sympathy. You're their shoulder to cry on. They might even say you're good at making them feel better. That's your main purpose in their life. And once they feel better, they no longer have any use for you. Maybe you're the person they think of when they're hurting because they don't know anyone as empathetic and generous as you. But you've noticed a pattern in their behavior. As soon as they feel better, they disappear. Gone. And when you're going through something difficult, they're nowhere to be found. Number six, they need your help with something. They know something you're good at and they need your expertise or your assistance with that thing. Or maybe you have connections that could prove useful to them, right? So they need to keep you on a leash. Better yet, they're a little tight in the money department and you seem to be doing pretty well for yourself. So here they are. After all, if they took a bit to get back to you the last time you texted, it's not personal, right? When they realized their mistake, they didn't want to bother you with their problem, but you're the only one they can trust, right? If the main reason they're contacting you is because of what you can do for them, please tread carefully. Number seven, something reminds them of you. At least that's what they tell you to convince you of your importance to them, right? Maybe they haven't bothered keeping in touch, but everywhere they go, They see that things around them just keep reminding them of you. Number 8, they miss you. I mean, they miss your smile, your hug, your smirk, your quirky fashion sense. I mean, whatever it is, they miss something or everything about you. And they swear to you that they had no idea just how much they would miss you when they disappeared. It doesn't normally happen, and you must be special. They can't imagine a world without you. And maybe they actually believe all that. But while they're saying those nice things, pay attention to their actions and what they're actually trying to tell you. Number 9, they're clueless. Now, some people are genuinely unaware that their slowness to answer text for hours or even days amounts to ghosting. Maybe they didn't even mean to ghost you. They just didn't realize how important it was that, they respond within a few hours of your latest text. The ones who take much longer to come back may also be clueless about your expectations, since it's different from theirs. You can still tell them what you expect of a friend or a romantic partner, for instance. How they respond to that can help you decide whether you want to, pick up from where you left off. Number 10, they're looking for a rebound. And you'll do well enough. Unless, of course, they find someone better before they meet up with you again, in which case they'll probably ghost you all over again. Even if you do meet up and rekindle things with them to show them what they've been missing, which assumes a lot, chances are excellent that they'll dump you again once they got what they came for. Number 11, they're lazy. They can't be bothered with the whole dating thing just to find someone new to hook up with. They still have your contact number, and they'll use that because it's easier. Maybe they'll tag you on a wish you were here post taken somewhere that reminds them of you. Or they'll just send a flirty message and hope that you don't dwell on the whole ghosting thing. They're all about the moment, and they'd like to share more of those moments, short, fleeting moments with you because, well, you're there. Number 12, they can't stop thinking about you. Maybe they genuinely miss you and realize ghosting you was a mistake, right? If they respect you enough, they'll let you decide whether and how you'll allow them to make amends. True, they could say this because they know you want to believe it, right? If you want to give them another chance, though, see if they're willing to take it slow and do things that interest you this time around. If they're doing this for self-gratification, they'll show that soon enough and you'll be able to see through them. So what do you do when they return? Number 1, remember how you felt when you got ghosted. Regardless of how you may feel about the person who ghosted you, it can be overwhelming to hear from them again. So think about how it felt when you first realized that you'd been ghosted. You may have been shocked because you felt, things were going well. Maybe you felt even heartbroken, or maybe you didn't even care much about losing this person, but it hurt your self-esteem. Identify how you really felt when this happened. It will affect whether or not you want to engage with them in the future again. Number 2, think about whether it's worth responding to. If someone gets in touch with you after having ghosted you, the temptation to respond and find out what happened and why they've gotten in touch with you can be overwhelming. But think about it, whether it's really worth it. And if you feel like it's not, you can do one of the following. A, crickets. If you've decided that you don't need anything from your ghost, you don't have to respond. Responding in any way opens the door for further communication. If you're over it, there's simply no need to complicate things. Don't give them the satisfaction of accomplishing what they set out to do, which was to hear from you. Not only will they get the point, but it will feel so good to imagine them waiting for your response as well. Not responding puts a halt to potential conversation, but there's always a chance of them texting you again. So, you might want to even think of maybe just blocking them, and, basically that will put a definite end to the conversation and will get them out of your sight and out of your mind. B, unfollow them on social media. If you decide to get rid of your ghost once and for all, it's a good idea to proceed by unfollowing them. If you choose to end the relationship, getting them off your social media feeds will help you move on much easily, right? That's the ultimate trick to ghost busting. However, if you still want to engage, then ask for a reason, as in a reason why they left, and give it some careful thought. That'll be number 3. Rather than just letting this person slot back into your life, no questions asked, you need to be direct with them. Call them out for what they did. Don't let them get away with it. If you do have an interest in carrying things on with them, it's probably best not to throw it in their face, but you can still ask the question, right? Ask them why they ghosted you and then give some consideration as to whether you think their excuse was legitimate. Maybe they had a professional crisis, maybe something went wrong, maybe, they're getting over someone else or got scared of the prospect of commitment. Number 4, tell them how their behavior made you feel. So it's important to talk through it. It's important for them to know how their ghosting actually made you feel. If you tried to be cool and standoffish and pretend it didn't really bother you when it did, they might be more tempted to ghost you again further down the line or carry their ghosting ways into the future. Number 5, listen to your gut. It's for you to decide whether there are reasons for ghosting you and there are now reasons for coming back are actually valid ones. Your gut will probably be able to tell you whether they're just making excuses or they had a genuine reason for ghosting you, which you can forgive and maybe move on from. If something deep down inside you is screaming that you shouldn't trust them, there's probably a good reason for it. Your gut will also be able to tell you whether you really like this person enough to give them a second chance. And finally, revenge. If revenge is the reason you want to respond to your ghost, no one will fault you for that. Certainly not me. Perhaps you've been waiting for an opportunity like this to end things formally. They should have ended things by being clear and communicative, and now you have the opportunity to do so. You can tell them that you're not interested in having any kind of relationship with someone who is unstable as they are. Now is your chance to call the shots. So take it with no apologies. To wrap up, if you decide to take someone you ghosted back, make sure you're asking them these questions. Number 1, why did you ghost me? It's a pretty obvious question, but if they want a chance to come back into your life, then they need to be able to articulate what pushed them to disappear without word. Number 2, why are you reaching out now? Essentially, what do they want from you? What do they hope to accomplish by chatting you up again? Is it just to say hello? See how you're doing? Find out what that really is. Number 3, what will be different this time? Have they grown up in any way? Changed at all? If you're going to give this person a second chance, you need to be sure that they don't pull such a stunt again. Number 4, why should I give you a second chance? Now, this should be a question they should readily be able to answer. You've got to know why this relationship is worth your time and effort. If the person who ghosts you doesn't know or can't give you good reasons why you should take them back, then you probably shouldn't. I really hope that this video was helpful and will help you when it comes to navigating ghostly waters. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.